Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Rogue Company video. Using melee weapons all throughout my Rogue Company experience has been a foreign thing, but if you've played the game at all, you'd know that they're actually pretty good. Due to this, I've began actually working on using them and getting better with them, and I've actually picked up two great tips or tricks, whatever you want to call it, that might help you out if you're having the same problem as I did. But before we do start this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button for daily, awesome, and informative Rogue Company content, as well as follow my Twitter link below to stay up to date on everything. Now, let's begin. If you're watching this, I'm sure at some point in time you thought that these weapons were, overpriced and generally just not useful at all. But I'm also sure at some point you've been hit by one and just, instantly got down and thought it's time to use these things. In my opinion, if there was something that took some real skill and not just pointing a gun and holding fire, it's melee weapons. They take practice and skill to use. So let's get into some things that I think are beneficial for you to know if you want to get to mastering them. So as stated earlier in this video, there are two main ways for you to use these weapons, a passive and aggressive way. The safe passive way of using a melee weapon is simply holding a peek, whether it's around some sort of cover or behind a corner. Have that melee weapon at your side ready to go, and when you see an enemy coming towards you, throw it off and then quickly roll behind your cover. This is the most used and safest way of using a melee weapon. Also, let's say you throw it and miss your shot. By you rolling back into your cover, you're now safe and can engage in a gunfight if need be. The more aggressive, uncommon, and unsafest way of using a melee weapon is pushing. Let's say you and an enemy are holding your ground behind some sort of cover, and you want to run towards them, but it's a little risky. But if you get that one shot kill, then in the end it's all worth it, because you can then move on to the next enemy instead of wasting another minute behind cover. When doing this tactic, people actually tend to jump while they're throwing their melee weapon to get a good height advantage, as well as give the opponent a reduced chance of hitting you in your critical spots. The passive way is a more defensive way of using these weapons, and personally, I actually recommend working on this one before, doing the more aggressive way, as it's a much easier thing to do, and it's actually what I'm working on personally. And also, as you see in the gameplay, head on over to the shooting range, grab a melee weapon with your favorite character, and just mess around and practice. Just like anything in life, this is going to take repetition and time, so going into this mode and practicing a little might speed things up and get you beaming people in the head with bats in no time. These are some of the wise words I have to help you master your melee weapons in Rogue Company. If you feel as if I've missed out on any tips, be sure to leave them in the comments. If you did enjoy the video or found it useful, leave a like rating and subscribe. Thank you for watching my video, and hopefully I'll be seeing you in the next one.